Hey guys, it's Running Kimono. This story has been circulating about 8 hours. It started first thing this morning. Walgreens to close 200 U.S. stores. As this story, it's kind of a surprise to a lot of us because most of the people who visit my YouTube channel here, we love Walgreens. But just a sign of the times, and we're going to talk about the highlight and key points of the story. And as of right now, the list of the 200 sites is not been released, and the timeline of this is also not released. As many of you know, Walgreens acquired just under 2,000 Rite Aid stores. In many of the various stories, they're saying that they're keeping all of the employees. So I'm wondering if certain towns where Rite Aids are performing a lot better than Walgreens, are they shifting all of the staff to that one location and then just having one pharmacy in a smaller town? Possibly, maybe. We'll just have to play this one by ear and see what happens. But the key points of this story is that 200 stores will be closing in the U.S. Walgreens said the closures will affect 3% of its U.S. footprint. The parent company, Walgreens Boots Alliance, earlier this year announced it would close 200 stores in the United Kingdom. So that obviously doesn't affect any of us, but there is a subsidiary of Walgreens over there, and I guess it just wasn't performing, so they just closed shop. This is kind of a surprising story because they are the biggest of all three pharmacies, and I don't know, it's just like a store that you don't think ever has problems. But reading into this a little bit, obviously, people that are shopping on Amazon or on pharmacy websites for different prescriptions or products are not going on to Walgreens.com. Like, why wouldn't they? It's affecting their business. So the lack of foot traffic is part of this 3% reduction. And I don't think they've done anything like this since 2015. And they acquired a bunch of pharmacies in the year 2016, I think. It's been in the works with Rite Aid that they acquired just under 2,000 pharmacies. But yeah, it's just absolutely crazy, and we'll just have to follow the story a little bit more as more details come through. I will definitely leave the link for this in the notes if you want to read it line for line. But just like skimming through this, the fact that foot traffic has dwindled at local drugstores, it's affected, their bottom line. So that's why I think they're doing these cost cutting, before things get really bad. It's not surprising because we've seen a lot of stores, close their doors. And this last sentence of the story, it said in May, CVS would close 46 underperforming stores. That's quite interesting. So it's interesting where these stores are leased. Are they getting the traffic? If it's, I don't know why they do this, but often a Rite Aid and a Walgreens are like right next to each other or like across the street from each other. That's like not really smart. And I don't understand how cities can allow that sort of zoning, because I've always wondered about that. Like they're like boom, boom, I don't know. I don't understand that completely. But this shouldn't be a big surprise to most of us. We've seen Kmart, Sears, JC Penney, lots of like giants that were one day like malls. Even a couple days ago, I was in a mall up in Canada with my mom, the Station Mall up in Sault Ste. Marie, and two of the anchors were gone, Sears and a Walmart. Like, how does a Walmart close in any community in the world? They left. And it was really, really shocking just to look around, and it was like a dead mall. It was very, very strange and peculiar. And in this mall, my mom and I went and looked around because we had like an hour to kill, and half of everything was gone. And it was like really ominous and weird. But I used to live there like, 5-10 years ago, and it was a really booming place. And now it's just like that online shopping. How much of a bite has it taken? It's easier for people to stay home, order stuff, have it delivered to their home. And it should be no surprise to any of us that the same thing's happening at pharmacies. But, I think a lot of us represent customers, and Walgreens is listening. The point system that they had changed for 6 months, we complained about it enough, and enough of us stopped shopping there that they brought it back. They want couponers to shop there, and all of these promotions that they're having, the 20% off of 20, the 30% off of 30, they want us there. we are the most important, if not, the most important customers, because we're loyal and we spend a lot of time there. So anyhow, guys, if you want to read the story, it's in the notes, and I hope you've enjoyed my photo of the station mall as well. I mean, how friggin' gloomy is it? As always, thank you so much for watching, and maybe in the comments you can leave me your thoughts on this story. Do you think that these pharmacies are going to go the ways of like a Kmart or Sears? I don't think so, because I think of all the stores, because people need their medication, and sometimes you can't wait 24 hours for something to come from Amazon or pharmacy.com or whatever. I think they'll always have a place for it. But how 20 years from now, what will it look like? 30 years from now, what will it look like? That's the question. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you in the next one.